If you're trying to start a React project or you're brand new to React and you're looking for a place to start, this is where to be. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through starting up a React JS project with Vite, a lightning fast build tool. Let's get right into it. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have Node.js installed on your computer. What you'll do for that is go to the Node.js website and download based on whatever operating system that you have. Go through those steps and come back here. Once we have Node.js installed on our computer, we can get to work. First, let's open up our terminal. You can do that by using the Finder window. Of course, I'm using Mac, so it's different on Windows. And then I'm going to make a new folder. This folder will be where all of my Vite projects live in the future. I'm going to do that in the terminal by using the command make directory. The way that's written is mkdir. So that creates a new folder. Here, I'll just call this Vite projects. And then in order to get into that new folder that we just created, we'll do change directory, which means changing the directory or folder that you're currently in the terminal. So if I do cd and then just type in Vite projects, now we're in our new folder. This is where our new Vite project is going to live. Next thing that we're going to do is open up our browser again and go to the Vite JS website. And I'm going to click the button Get Started. Of course, it's important to read this documentation at some point, but I mean, if you're like me, documentation can be a little tough to parse and you just want to dive right in. So we scroll down to scaffolding your first Vite project. We then can select whether we want to use NPM or Yarn, etc. And for me personally, I like NPM, but really it's no difference. So what we're going to do is copy this npm create Vite at latest command, and then we'll open up our terminal again. And I'm just going to paste that command right into the terminal. Hit enter. And then we can call this project whatever we want. I'm just going to call it code Emily is cool. And then we're going to select what we want to use to code this in, either vanilla.js, Vue, React.js, etc. This tutorial is all based around React, so we're going to scroll down to React and select React. Then you'll choose between TypeScript and JavaScript. And really, either one is fine. Depends on if you're starting from scratch with React. TypeScript can be a bit confusing in the beginning, and it might be a little bit easier to start with JavaScript and then later on work TypeScript into there. So we'll start with just JavaScript. And now we're presented with this list of commands to run. The first one is change directory into code Emily is cool. So I'll do cd code Emily is cool and then do npm install. But another shorthand of writing this is just npm I. Then hit enter. What this does is it goes into our package.json file and it downloads all those dependencies that are listed. The next time you run npm I, it'll be a lot quicker. After we run npm I, we'll run npm run dev. And this will start our server up. And now, that quickly, we have a Vite server up and running. The next thing we can do is just open up that project inside of an editor. We'll go through what comes with this scaffolding. So I'm going to open up WebStorm, but really you can use whatever editor that you want, whatever editor you have. There's tons of free ones online, like Sublime Text is a really good one to start with if you don't want to spend any money, because WebStorm does cost money. So I'll open up code Emily is cool. Let's go through all these folders. So down here we have node modules. Node modules, what was installed when we run that npm I. That's all based on this package JSON dependencies. Then we have the public folder where we can place any static folders in our app. And then if we open up source, this is where the meat of the project will live. So if we open up app.jsx, we'll find all the code that controls what we have over here with this count is 4 and all of this different info. You'll see we have this state here, which controls that button click. When you click the button, count is count, etc. And then here also we have some CSS inside of app.css. And we have our main file, which is the root of React, where React is being appended into the browser. And then we also have our assets folder, which contains an image. And now from here, you can get coding. You can change up the app.jsx file, play around, see what happens. And I have tons of different resources available. I have a full React series about React state, props, hooks, etc., where every single tutorial I'm using a Vite project, just like this one. The first tutorial that I go through is talking about JSX. What the heck is this stuff? This HTML inside of JavaScript, what is that? Let's get right into it.